Welcome to the Sunday morning simulcast with Rom Wills. Have faith you can get through bad situations. I'm going to tell you what, no matter what's happening, no matter how bad it seems, the thing you got to have most to get through a bad situation is faith. Faith. Yeah, knowledge is important. Like if you're going through a bad situation, you know what's going, you know how to fix it and everything. Yeah, that's great. But is that really bad if you get a problem, you know how to fix it? It might inconvenience you, but you have the knowledge. I'm talking about situations you don't know the outcome. You don't know what's going to happen. You in the middle of it. You got to have faith. You got to have faith in yourself. You have to have faith in the higher power of your choosing. Notice I say that because just as an aside, y'all knows I don't promote any particular path. Because my belief is that every single human being has to find what works for them. But even then, you still have to have faith, whether in a higher power, whether in yourself, both, whatever the case. Faith in the knowledge that you have, that you can get through this bad situation. Because, look, one of the things going through the world, I don't care who you are, I don't care how much money you got, I don't care how much privilege you think you got, whether it's based on your background, how beautiful or pretty you are, or handsome, or even how much money you have. Something's going to happen. Do you have faith you can get through it? Because you got to have faith, you got to have that belief in the unseen. You don't know. See, you don't know because, okay, what if it's a situation you've never experienced before? You don't know if you can get through it. You really don't. Because you haven't experienced that situation before. But you got to have faith you can still get through it. You got to have faith things will get better. And I always talk about this. Now, for those who follow me, you know I had a stroke a few months ago and still in the healing process. I had to have faith I would get through it. There was aspects of it that was just like, it was times I'm in the hospital, couldn't walk or anything. I had to have faith I would be walking again. I had to have faith I would be eating well again. It hit me on multiple levels. I had to have faith. I had to have faith I could write. There was a point during when I had the stroke, I couldn't write my name. My whole right side was jacked up. But I had to have faith I could get through it. And that's for anybody. I don't care what the situation is. It could be a stroke. It could be something else. It could be a financial situation. Let's talk about that. A lot of people going through it. You got to have faith you can rise back up. There are plenty of people who become homeless for whatever reason. You got to have faith you can get through it. I was technically homeless one time. I was technically homeless with a wife, a young child, a pregnant wife and a young child. Technically homeless, but we, had faith we would get through it. We got through it. Knew some people, made the moves, everything, clothes, everything. There's so many times. I ain't gonna act like I went through, like everything was all hokey-dory and I went through it. And I'm thinking to myself, you know what? Despite all that, I had faith. I didn't know what was going on. I ain't think, okay, do this job or this job, Didn't have the same technology back then. The same technology I can use to make money now. But I had faith. I was like, nah, I'm gonna get through this. Some bad moments, and trust me, there were some low moments. And I've met other people like that. They would tell me, you know what? They were like, Rob, I was really going through it at this moment. I was really going through it, but I had faith. Now, however you come about that faith, you got to find the path on your own. That's why I can't tell you that. That has to be within you. That has to be within you, but you still have to have that faith. And it'll happen. It'll happen. Like I said, I've known too many people who've gone through some bad things. You name it, they've been through it, whether it's sickness, whether it's losing a job, losing a place to stay, losing a relationship. Let me talk about that. I don't usually talk about relationships. But how many people have lost the person they thought was the love of their life? you know, been cheated on, or the person just left. You gotta have faith you can find somebody even better. See, a lot of people get caught up and they feel like, oh, this was it. And unfortunately, some people, they don't have the faith and they want to take their own lives or even the life of the other person. It's like, no. If that person left or did whatever, they weren't for you anyway. Because if they were for you and if they were truly for you, there wouldn't be any issues. But you have to have faith that, yes, you got that one person, you can get the next. You got to have faith. You got to have faith you can find that right mate. There's a lot of people, they don't feel like it. But no, you got to have faith. But as long as you're realistic. And then, you know, even with the faith, you can't just sit there on it. You got to do the work. That's the thing. Have the faith, but still do the work. You know? Still do the work. When I was in that position of the technical homelessness, still did the work to get in a position where that wasn't the case. Still did the work, did what I had to do. You had to do what you had to do. When I had the stroke, I still did the work. You know, still got on the walker, stood up, did what I had to do. I said, no, I'm gonna get better, and did the work. Did the work. They had the determination, you know, because I had the faith. I said, nah, I'm going to get better. You got to have the same thing. You got to have the same thing. I don't care what it is. I don't care. You could throw out whatever. You say, no, you got to have the faith you can get through it. And I know many of y'all going through some stuff because, look, that's just the nature of it. It might not seem like much, but you can get through it. And I don't care who you are. Some people think, well, if I just had money. No, people who have money, born into money, they got their own demons. They have to fight too. They have to have faith they can get through it. You can still get through it. I don't care what it is. You know, it's a bad situation. You can have faith. You can get through it. And then, like I said, whatever your higher power is, thank the higher power. If that's how you got through it, you know. If you got through it through your own efforts, everything, because everyone doesn't believe in a higher power, that's cool. But still have faith in yourself. Thank yourself. Whatever the case. And then you have that knowledge for the next time. Then the next time a situation come up, well, you can solve it. You know what to do. But then when a new situation come up, have the same faith. They say, well, you know what? I went through this situation here. I went through this situation there. All them bad situations, I got through it. I can get through this. That's the important thing. That's where you want to go, all right? Always have that faith, no matter what, no matter what. Have faith, you can get through bad situations, all right? So anyway, that's all I have for today. Have a great day today, and whatever you're going through, have faith you're going to get through it. You will. I believe in you. I have faith that you will get through your situation. All right? So, get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.